Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I welcome you all to the series, Learning from 14 Infallibles, peace be upon them. The most helpful thing to purify an intellect is education. Quote by Imam Aleh Salam. We're going to use various books, which are, number one is The 14 Infallibles by Dr. Sayyid Amar Naqshwani. The next book is the great Muslim scientist and philosopher Imam Jafar ibn Muhammad Sadiq, translated by Khaukab Ali Mirza. The theory of germs. What is it and what can we learn from it? Today, the theory of germs tells us that infectious diseases and viruses are caused by microscopic organisms, micro meaning very small, or actually extremely small. Scopic is just a word to specify the scientific machinery of microscopes. Microscopes are used to look at extremely small things or microorganisms that we cannot see with our naked eyes. Today, we know that the first person who proposed and proved the germ theory is Louis Pasteur, along with his partner Robert Koch, who was German. That was in the 19th century, but in reality, the first person who proposed the germ theory was Mullah Imam Jafar Sadiq. He proposed the theory when there used to be no microscopes or any technology like that. Now let me read out an excerpt from one of the books. This book. Chapter 51, page 264. Theory of Germs. Jabir al-Hayyan, one of the students of Mullah Imam Jafar Sadiq, asks his teacher, "What are your views about sickness? Does it come by the order of Allah or is it accidental?" Imam Jafar Sadiq replied, "Diseases are of three kinds. Some are from Allah, some are of our own creation, and some are caused by tiny living beings." Now, tiny living beings, as we know today, are microorganisms. Jafar Sadiq continues saying, "Old age is a good example of the sickness, which is from Allah. There is no escape from it. Sooner or later, everyone must suffer from this disease and die. We suffer from some diseases due to our ignorance and following our false desires. We have been warned in the Holy Quran not to indulge in excessive eating and drinking. If we eat a few morsels less and drink a few drops less, we shall not suffer from many diseases. Many diseases are caused by the enemies of the human body. These enemies are very small. They are so small that we cannot see them with our eyes. To protect us and to fight against these enemies, Allah has provided us with a large number of guards. Our guards are inside our bodies. Now today we know these guards are white blood cells that fight the diseases. When the enemies enter the human body and attack it, the guards, the white cells, put up a fight against them and try to annihilate them. When they are successful in their fight, we recover from the sickness." Jabir asked, "Who are our enemies that attack us and make us sick?" Imam Jafar Sadiq replied, "They are of many kinds, but their constituents are limited." Jabir said, "I cannot understand what you mean. How can they be of different kinds, but made of limited number of things?" Imam Jafar Sadiq explained, "The book you read has thousands of words, and each word has a different meaning, but all of them are composed of a limited number of letters. Similarly, our enemies are of thousands of kinds, but are made of a limited number of substances. This point can be explained by another example. There are thousands of animals, and all of them are made of flesh, blood, and bones, but they are not alike. Cat is not like a camel, One is carnivorous and the other is herbivorous. So we come to a conclusion. The modern scientists have discovered or proposed the germ theory in 19th century, whereas Imam Jafar Sadiq taught it to his students in the 8th century, almost 1300 years ago. So we will continue on this journey of learning from the 14 infallibles, peace be upon them. Join me on my next episodes. Assalamu alaikum. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم صل